Anthony Towns. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker. In at the 3, the small forward.
That's the ability to see the game a step forward. Durant has it and makes his teammate look good.
And the last game of the season, Doris, for teams that may have fallen short of their goals, hopefully they have found now something to build upon.
I think you're absolutely right, Kevin. You always want to be able to find your core to build around. Understanding over the course of the season who we want to be here long term, how do we develop the talent that's already on our roster.
They don't make many guards, do they, Doris? As fiery as Fred VanVleet.
They don't, Kevin. He has had to scrap and claw and earn every piece of real estate in the NBA. At 6'1", he's undersized. But what we know unequivocally, he can command an offense, and he's a big-time shot maker when it counts. And guess what? He's going to dig it out defensively, too. You have to admire Fred VanVleet.
Now Kevin Durant. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And it's Phoenix's ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Pass to Nurkic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great. He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
For 3, Booker. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. For 3, VanVleet drains it from beyond the arc. VanVleet's got 6.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred VanVleet ready and willing.
A drive by Beal. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Edwards, that's good.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is number 1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Nurkic. Booker. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, truly elite scorers like Devin Booker. They find different ways to score. That time, a second chance.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Naz Reid. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Suns. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Edwards. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Atlanta.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Booker the pass to Allen. He kicks to Beal. Booker outside. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And here's Van Fleet from the arc. It's good from long range. Van Fleet's got 9 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the middle. And the dunk by Bol.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the lane. He's got 12.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Suns. Lee comes in for Beal. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Here's Reed. 23 points his last outing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Booker with no one around. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Reed. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Booker kicks to Thybulle. Passes it to Eubanks. And here is Lee. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the shot goes in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Eubanks. They grab their own miss. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They have a 9-point lead. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And here's Booker from the arc. Good on the triple. Booker's got 9.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
No good on that one. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. That quarter had to take
29, the Suns, 21.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Timberwolves leading by 8. We've got Conley, T.J. Warren out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Morris in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Conley against Booker. It's hauled in by Warren. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. After missing nearly 2 full years due to injury, Greg, isn't it great to see T.J. Warren back out on the floor, healthy and hearty?
Yeah, and Kevin, people forget this guy was the leading scorer for a playoff team before those injuries. He may not be the same player, but he can still provide some instant offense.
Conley inside the line. It's hauled in by the Suns. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. Now Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on
The
court.
Suns making a change here as well. Allen's checked in for Booker. Here's Allen. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 9. And here's Conley outside. That shot is off. Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Great play off the bounce by Bradley Beal. He has added this methodically over the course of time. Go ahead, Bradley. Drive it, baby.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Greg, when we get to the playoffs, how important are adjustments over the course of a series?
That's what it's all about. I mean, that chess match and the ability to find a plan B. And Kevin, over a 7-game series, you've got to be able to adjust and adapt.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Monte Morris.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Nurkic, good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
The assist.
Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
All right, look who's coming out to the court.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. His last 10 games, he's putting up 6 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But it's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Suns trail by 7. A drive by Beal. And it's Thibault in the corner. Goes back up, and the jumper is good.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out. I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Beal. Nurkic trying to get open. Outside Edwards. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Well, once upon a time, Kevin Durant said he was tired of being second. Now, some thought he was chasing clout, but he clarified it, saying, I just lost in the finals. It wasn't about, I want to be the best ever. I don't care about that. I want to wake up every day and do what I do. If we win, I know that comes with me being the best that I can be. Kevin?
David, I love the fact he is focused on the process. And thank you for giving us that report. Conley for 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
The wide open look for Durant. Phoenix no good that time either. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Reed. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 10. Here's Thibault. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Minnesota. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Thibault for 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 10. There's the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Reed's got 7.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for T.J. Warren. And then for Phoenix, Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Ole comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Damian Lee in for Matisse Thybulle. The drive by Beal. And nothing is falling for him right now.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Lee against Conley. Beal gets a wide open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Beal's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You love the confidence of Bradley Beal in rhythm, in the catch and shoot game. So good.
Reed gets the bucket.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Beal dishes the Bull. It's Allen on the wing. Edwards defending. And a wide open look for Lee. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Bull, that's good.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Eubanks. And that one is hammered home.
Well, a terrific secondary playmaker. Beal with a nice find.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Outstanding pass on time and on target.
Suns trail by 13. Poked away. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Allen against Edwards. Allen inside. Rebound, Minnesota.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And Edwards with the stop.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And so it's Minnesota feeling good. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show. It was all Anthony Edwards all the time in the first quarter. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I could say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defense now. We need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. The big three for the Suns, all on the floor. Booker and Beal as the guards, and KD at the 4. Grayson Allen is out there with Nurkic. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred VanVleet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
It's Allen on the wing. And he comes up with the deuce. Allen's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Reed gets the bucket.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
Van Vliet against Booker. Shoots from the high post, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Minnesota calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Some changes for Minnesota. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Suns.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Phoenix, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. We know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, the great thing in the NBA is the unknown. On any given night, you don't know who'll come out on top. And even coaches like Steve Kerr know it. He said it's really hard to win an NBA game, and the difference between losing and winning is like that. Kevin?
Oh, a game of inches, right, David? Just as you're showing us, a game of inches. Thanks. Here's Morris. And Towns throws it down.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Durant, the pass to Thybulle. Driving in, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. That one goes in.
Anthony Edwards, excellent concentration, under pressure of excellent defense, and just scores it anyway.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Give him a hand, man. Your Timberwolves dancer.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. T.J. Warren comes in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Fred Van Vliet. Phoenix also making some changes. Bull, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Lee's subbed in for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. You know, Greg, on a per-minute basis, Bol is one of the better rebounders and shot blockers in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's not all done on the inside. He grabs a lot of long rebounds, and he contests shots on the perimeter. This guy is more than capable out there.
Reed gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Durant, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Anderson against Booker. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Count the basket. Durant with it. He's got 12. Lee outside. And there's the pass to Bol. Durant against Anderson. From the line. They get it back. And the dunk by Bol.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
That bucket in no time at all. Reeves got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves. To the inside. Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Conley inside the line, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Suns trail by 14. Now Booker, he's got 17. Step back on that one and let it fly. Booker's got 19 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And good that time.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Lets the three fly. Reed gets the bucket. He has 29.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here at the
73.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Reed. Monte Morris is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Alexander Walker into the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Booker finds Beal. High post, Nurkic. Allen outside. On the wing, Booker. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Edwards with the stuff.
I tell you, the moment he sees the open man, Monte Morris lets it go.
Suns trail by 18. Booker the pass to Eubanks. Driving inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. For 3, Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Towns for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Pass to Nurkic. We've seen a few play-in tournaments already, Doris. I like it. How do you like it?
I absolutely love, Kevin, that it has emphasized success in the regular season. A huge difference between a 6th seed and a 7th seed. So you give teams something to play for so much further into the year. Obviously, you give more teams more hope. It has been perfect.
A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed kicks to Towns from the arc. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the Suns call time here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Some changes for Minnesota. Mike Conley's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Monte Morris. Eubanks the pass to Allen. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Count it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Reed. Kept alive. Towns kicks to Reed. And that one, good. Reeves got 17 points here in the second half.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
Booker against VanVleet. Pass to Eubanks. Booker left side. Fires from 14. That one falls. Booker's got 24 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
That one from long range.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Booker in the post. Covered by VanVleet. And the dunk by Booker.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is eating.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, three-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Bol, he's checked in for Eubanks. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Here's Reed, and he converts the layup. Reed's got 33.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Beal, the pass to Bol. There's the try. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. He has 30.
Taking the contact in the NBA is such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
To the left wing. Nobody near Nurkic. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that one is good. Edwards got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Here's Beal, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
Well, Bradley Beal gets into the mid-range. Let's remember, this is a 3-level scorer. He will take what you give him.
Reed keeps it alive, and it's Towns on the follow.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
And it's Towns missing. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic finds Booker. Drops in the tray.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any 3 he gets. That is pretty.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. And Towns gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Nurkic with the steal. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thank you, David. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA.